Hello, hello everyone. It's Shelly with Chalk Couture. We're chalking history today with another demo, which will begin shortly. As you're hopping on, say hello. Our text messaging system will be going out shortly. If you'd like to be on that text message stream, then let me know and I can get you set up for that. I'm going to get things set up and we'll start in a minute. If you see a red live box at the top left corner of your screen, that means we're live. If not, you're catching the replay. Say hello either way. I'm glad you're here. All right, our text messaging system went out. We'll give everyone a few moments to hop on. All right, guys, we will start in one moment. Say hello as you're hopping on. Hello, hello. Happy Monday night. I'm Shelly, and we are chalking history tonight with a demo. We are going way into the future, and we are going to do a patriotic project today. So let's get started. So I have this, today will be amazing freedom transfer. So you'll see like your June bug on the one side and you have a patriotic design on the other side. These are great and have been heavily advertised to go with our drop-in frames, which are really, really fun. But I'm going to kind of put a little twist on it. We're also going to use the transfer in this house. It says, in this house, we do dog tags, we do last minute, we do real, we do mistakes, we do deployments, we do hugs, we do video chat, we do patriotic, we do love. If you are not a military family, it is okay. This is a great transfer for anybody, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So let's just get started. It's never too early to start planning for all of those patriotic events that we have throughout the year. We do have a Canadian version of this as well. All right, get this one out. Okay, I'm going to take my transfer trimmers and we're going to cut this in half. Right down that little line that they provide for us. All right, we'll put that back. We don't need our June bug yet. Okay, I want to make sure I put it in the right package. All right. All right, say hello, hello. So we're going to use this part. And what I'm thinking I want to do is I'll probably get the stars and as much of the stripes that we can fit in. So we'll do that on this end. And then we're going to say in this house, we do patriotic on this side. So I think I'm going to start with this side so that we can kind of gauge how much room we have over here. Hi, Kathy. How are ya? Let's find our wax. We're going to go ahead and just wax the inside. This is our 5x12 double box frame. Okay. I would tell you, if you like a more distressed look, you can go ahead and sand this side of our double box frame. However, it turns yellow. It doesn't, you can't get it down to a white surface. I don't believe. I've never tried. But I believe it just sands down to more of a yellow finish. Ouch. All right, let's get this wax applied. And I think from being open, my wax, I barely had anything in my jar, but it kind of seems like it got a little hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and melt it a little bit with my really high-powered, high-heat air tool here. And then we'll spread it that way. Okay, let's do that. We'll get a better spread here. All right, so we're going to do the entire surface. I love our wood double box frames. They're so fun to play with. And we have so many different sizes. This is a 5x12. Like I said, we have 5x5. We have mini 3-inch. We have 5x7, we have 9x12, we have a 6x18. So many sizes. We had a 18-inch by 18-inch that came out around the holidays. So that was kind of fun having that big size. All right. Try to get all those little pieces out of there. So let's go ahead and just gonna get a stir stick. Get those little pieces of wax out of there that aren't rubbing in. Like I said, I think my whatever little parts I had left of any wax has gotten hard on me. And that's just because I left the lid open, so don't leave the lid open. Let's get a paper towel. And we're going to go ahead and buff it. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. I'm good. I hope everything's good by you as well. Okay, now we're just kind of buffing it. You'll see it'll get a nice little shine to it. Just kind of like a real slab of wood. All right, I like it nice and shiny. Then it's really soft and smooth. All right, perfect. All right, let's start. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do this one. I'm going to label it Freedom. But the name of the transfer, again, is Today Will Be Amazing. We have one that says Today Will Be Amazing Hope, I think is the one for Canadians. So there is a difference between the two. Just leave that out. All right, so what we're going to do is try to get it all the way as best we can in this corner. So I'm going to remove it from our backer sheet. And let's see, I'm going to hold it this way so I can see better exactly how many. Maybe I could just do 2 stripes. Let's see. I think that's good. So if we just kind of push that down. All right, so we're going to push that all the way to the edges here. Make sure that's nice and flat against our surface. Want to also make sure it's straight. Okay, we can bend this over. All right, now I'm not going to do the word freedom, so we're just going to do the 2 red stripes, and then we're going to do the stars here with blue. I want to make sure this is nice and tucked in. Okay, let's open our candy apple. So if you see that QR code on the screen, if you put your camera, your mobile device camera up to that and scan it, that will open up a link to the store, and it will have all the products that I'm using today. Or at least it'll get you started. Like, I didn't add the transfer trimmers because some people have those already. If you need a nice pair of porcelain coated scissors or trimmers, then you'll want to throw those in your cart. But also, this cart has enough product in it that you will qualify to get the new Academia color of the month. All right, so we're just using the red candy apple here. Again, I'm not trying to get that not sure what that is. I think I got black on there somehow. I'm not trying to get that the word freedom. Now we're going to open our colonial blue. You'll also notice that I put singles in the cart. I didn't put jars. I put singles because you really do not need a whole lot of product. All right, a single will probably allow you to get probably 2 or 3 of these done. So if you want to increase the number of boards you have, go ahead and increase that number. I think I might have gone over the word freedom, so let's see. Let's get our excess off here. I was talking and not even paying attention. All right, let's bring this over. Actually, let's do this. I didn't really want to do the word freedom, so let's see what we can do here. I got a little bit of it, so we'll be able to probably get some of that off. And I don't know what's under that red, so we'll try to redo that too. So we'll just put our transfer to the side. Before we do any drying, I'm going to get a wipe. And let's see, I'm trying to think what tool we could use. Let's use our detail tool. I'm going to get it kind of just a little wet. Let's see what happens here. That might smear it a little bit. But because I waxed, I should be able to get it off fairly easy. So I'm going to kind of just wad that up into a point and try to rub that blue off. So far, so good. I'm going to come get a cleaner spot here. Trying not to touch the blue that I do want there. Hi there, Jody. How are you? Okay. Trying to get off a little bit here. Jody, are you a military family? All right, guys, I think we got it. Like I said, we'll have to fix that red. Something got in there. You probably can't see it very well. But there's a little like dark spot in there. Somehow it got in there. Okay, let's get our quick dry tool and get what we have done dried. And then we'll do the words. We used Colonial Blue and we used Candy Apple Red. I chose a lighter blue because of the stain color that we're working on. If we were doing it on the opposite side, I would have probably used our Cadet to make a darker blue. But I find that the lighter colors work better on our darker stain. Thank you. You're in Canada. Okay, so you would want, we have a Canadian version of this transfer. I want to say it says today will be amazing. Hope. I want to say it says hope. And then instead of the flag like this, you guys have the Canadian flag with a leaf. So let me know if you need that or can't find that, because I did not link that transfer in the cart, in that QR code that you see there. All right, let's grab this one. And this is in this house. Okay. We'll take that. So all I'm going to do is the words in this house and then patriotic. Or I can say in this house I could say we do love and then say we do patriotic. We could do that too. All right. Let's grab that. So let's do the words we do patriotic first. And I'm going to kind of do this sideways because I'm going to have to try to, like, whatever goes here will be the middle. And then we're going to kind of balance the outside. So let's do we do love. We'll get that one down first. And then we're going to kind of just move our transfer around. So I feel like, let's line this up on our mat here. End to end is about 6 inches. So right here is middle at the 3-inch line. And I'm going to lay that down. We're going to look here to see if our spacing looks good. And we're going to just rub that down. Just we do love. All right. And I think I'm going to do all the words in white. So let's grab our bright white. And we're going to chalk we do love. I'm going to do it all in red. I was going to do the word love in red, but I think I'm just going to do all of that. Now, word of caution. I just saw this. The name of the transfer or the copyright information, or they call it the slug line, that is in a silkscreen mesh. So you want to make sure that you cover that up. Otherwise, you will also chalk that on your surface. So let's go ahead and get some transfer tape here. And we're going to cover that up. So we don't cover it up with paste. And I'm just going to cover we do love. Try not to hit the line ahead of it because that will definitely get the screen chalked. So we're just going to chalk we do love. I'm going to try to grab that excess as much as we can. Okay. All right. And then let's take that off. We do love. Awesome. Awesome. Let's get that dry, and then we'll do in this house on the top of it, and then on the bottom we'll say VG Patriotic. Okay. I think that's, well, that's dry. I'm going to dry it a little bit longer. It feels a little wet to me, so I want to make sure I get it nice and dry before we go on with the next couple layers. So what we'll do is, thank you, Jody, we will go ahead and in between, we're going to try to match this where that ends on the bottom. So let's do patriotic. Let's do that. Okay. We'll try to line it up here. We're going to do our best. Okay. Also, we need to make sure it is straight, that it's not crooked. I also want to make sure it matches like where the E ends, where the W starts. Let's see. I think it's pretty darn close, so I think I'm just going to leave it where it's at. And we're going to rub that down. Okay, so shove that in the corners again. Rub it down, make sure it's nice and flat against your board. Okay, let's grab our white. We don't have to worry about the slug line here, so we're just going to chalk that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tips of the words here so that I know not to go any higher than that. Otherwise, you'll get into the words above that. And then same thing on the bottom. All right, flip it a little bit more here. I'm just going to bring it closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. Get off that excess. All right, put that back in your jar, and now we'll remove that. Oh my gosh, I love it. So good. It's a little high, but holy cow, it's not that high at all. Hello, Miss Mary, how are you? All right. So let's go ahead and get that. I got a little bit of white. So if you guys are all just hopping on now, if you look at that QR code, that will load all of the supplies we're using tonight into a cart for you. If you're in Canada, oh my goodness, you will have to look for the Canadian version of the transfer. But I want to say it's the same name. Today will be amazing, and then it's like Hope. I want to say it's Hope. So look for that if you need that. Let's get this dry. But isn't that fun? You guys can just scan that QR code. Thank you, Mary. I love this transfer because it's not only is it for military families, but anybody can use it. You could even just do a little sign that says, "In this house we do love." It doesn't have to have all those words. All right. Now, one is in this house. So we have to take it all the way to the top here. Try to get close here. If we have to move it around a little bit, we can. So I think, let's see here. I think I need to shimmy it a little more up. So let's do that. I want to get it a little closer. Okay, I think right there. Got some little chalk crumbs under there, so I'm going to get those out of there. Oops, it came apart. Okay, hold on. It's moving on me. Okay. We want to get this just right, or at least close enough. Okay. And I want to make it sure it's straight. I have some more chalk dust under here, so let me grab that. If you ever have something in the way, you can't, there's some more, you can't push paste through something that if it's in the way. So you really want to make sure that your screen is clear from any little particles or dust. Okay, and I'm just going to move my finger down and kind of out, going, pushing it. Okay. Let me make sure that's not tipping. I think it looks good. I think it does anyway. All right. All right, here we go. Let's get this in this house chalked. And I like these transfers because you can see through, but I really like the fact that you use very little paste. It kind of glides over where there isn't silkscreen, and then where there is, it goes through the silkscreen. So you really use less paste. Now I have had, I did have an issue with one, and then I let Chalk Couture know, and they replaced it. So looking forward to trying that again. Mary, how did they, I know I asked them about your concern, and they did say they were going to take care of that. So hopefully they did. All right, now we're going to remove. There we go. My gosh, I love it. All right, let's get that dry. I am definitely setting this out for the patriotic holidays. And I love that We Do Love is kind of like a cursive and the others are not. That worked out really well. Okay, good. I knew they would. They're very good about customer service. Okay. All right, so this is what we have so far. So I don't know if you guys can tell. There is somehow, I think it was black that got underneath there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our transfer again. Except I'll probably use a clean screen and repeat those 2 red lines. So let's do that. I'm going to bring this close to me so I can see. We're going to try to cover that up. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay. That lined right up. Maybe a little bit. Gotta shimmy it a little bit here. Okay. I'm going to try to cover that up. Just because I have no idea what was in there. I must have gotten black in there. Not quite sure how. Hopefully we won't do it again. Or hopefully it's not on my squeegee. And kind of go lightly on it though. Okay, let's put our excess back. And then we're going to try to take off whatever excess is left. Okay, now, hopefully, this doesn't pull it up. Sometimes, nope, we're good. Sometimes if you repaste over paste without adding like a layer or a barrier of wax, sometimes it will pull it up, but this worked like a charm. Let's get this nice and dry. Oh, I love it. Again, go ahead and take your mobile device, scan that QR code, and that will put all the goodies we've used today in your cart. I put paste singles in there. If you need to get the jar, then just go ahead and grab a jar. But I put all 3 singles, so you don't need very much at all. And then again, if you need the Canadian version, just search the shop for Today Will Be Amazing. And 2 of them will pop up. One will have the Canadian maple leaf, and then the other has the 4th of July or the stripes and stars. All right. Thank you, Kathy. All right, guys, in this house, we do patriotic. I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks so much for hopping on, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye for now. Thank you, Mary.